All right, the BET Hip Hop Awards aired last night. Some of the ciphers were really dope. We're going to start by taking a look at Eminem's.
Yeah, Lyric don't love me today.
This is for Colin. Ball up a fist. And keep that shit balled like Donald the bitch. He's gonna get rid of all immigrants. He's gonna build that thing up taller than this. Well, if he does build it, I hope it's rock solid with bricks. Cause like him in politics, I'm using all of his tricks. Cause I'm throwing that piece of shit against the wall till it sticks. And any fan of mine who's a supporter of his, I'm drawing in the sand a line. You're either for or against. And if you can't decide who you like more in your split on who you should stand beside, I'll do it for you with this. You. The rest of America, stand up.
Shady. All right, Actor, you want to go first before he starts unloading?
No, I want to hear what this nigga gotta say.
I ain't gotta say shit. What do you have to say?
Hey, the cipher was great.
It's this motherfucker.
No. Relax, nigga. Relax. Okay. Cipher was great. M was amazing, like he is in every cipher I've ever seen him in.
Oh, the cop out. I
There's
see
no
the cop out.
cop-out.
I see the cop out.
Hold on,
I see the cop out coming.
Joe.
He
was talking about Eminem albums yesterday. He's talking about the cipher now. I'm trying to help you out.
You help me, but no, I got this.
This motherfucker. All right, go ahead.
Oh, y'all on Friday.
No.
I got this. Look at the baby jumping Joe.
I got this. Listen, the cipher was great. Listen, I love how he attacked Trump. I love what he was rapping about. Still don't make me excited.
We need an intern on this show.
No.
We need an intern to start pulling up the things that you say. Now, I'm not questioning the excitement about the album.
I can't even get to the point. What I'm saying is I like the cipher, but that don't mean I'm like hella excited for Eminem album. No.
At no point did I say that you should be.
So wait. So because I wasn't excited for Eminem album means I can't compliment the nigga on the bars he kicked in the cipher and also the message he delivered in the cipher as well. Because I'm not excited about an album.
Yes. I want you to be the expert on all the mumble little Pepsi fuck niggas that I hate, and let me be the fucking expert on the niggas that can actually rap. Now, I'm not. However you choose to anticipate this album, if you don't, you do, whatever. None of my business. I'm not attacking that. That is a credible critique from people when they discuss him. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about everything else you said yesterday. Not about his album, just about his content. You don't remember him talking about wait a minute.
I'm not
hey, Friday crew.
No. I just tried to help him out and moderate, and he shit on me.
There's a little jealousy with the Fridays. I can tell.
Nah, I got nothing to do. I'm stepping back from this.
Damn, that's good. Don't
I just tried to help you out.
And you cheated on her. And me, the nigga
that
you always shit on. Defend her all the time. But anyway, listen. The content. Yesterday, I'm not talking about what you said about his album, but you said a lot about Eminem's content. And rightfully so, people have had things to say about his content. My thing was, certain people we just can't question. I'm not talking about their albums. I'm not talking about his album. I'm talking about him.
Can we put up a disclaimer that this nigga signed to Shady? We have to put this disclaimer up.
Why?
Because you can't just say, you made a credible point, but something we can't question. Right, you're throwing yourself while I'm trying to make a point.
You can't. No.
Yeah, you are.
My only point.
You're giving my point credit and then saying, but some people we shouldn't question. You're already biased to the point that you wouldn't question him.
That's not true.
Yes. That's not true?
No, that's not true.
You've never had an M critique in your life.
And I'm not. I gave you my list of people that, and I have had M critiques. The difference is, I say it to him.
That made it true.
I say it to him.
I gotta talk to the audience.
I say it to him.
I can't talk to him.
Oh, wait, this nigga stealing my little camera?
Yeah. Look, wait.
Lyric, get him off screen. Get him off screen.
You want Act to do what you want? What you do, M, is on the we say nothing negative about you, period, because you're a legend list?
I don't think Act is credible enough. And not just Act.
No.
A lot of people.
Well, first of all, when we're usually speaking about any artist here, even when you speak about some of the niggas that, I don't care if you consider them on your list or not, speaking from your opinion. I don't care if it's M, J, Hove. I don't give a fuck who it is. It's my opinion. I can have an opinion on anybody.
I know.
Nobody's above my opinion. Now, whether you want to take it as being worthy of being credible or
Every time you say something about this nigga not being credible, he overcompensate with how big his dick is. I don't care about
No.
shit you're talking about. I don't care about what you're saying right now.
Yo.
I care about content and the content he delivered as one of the best rappers in the world. And I'm talking about your opinion yesterday when you said his content you didn't want to hear. You didn't want to hear mumbo jumbo shit he's been saying. Hey, wait, hold up. I watched your little YouTube thing.
Album.
But I'm not talking about an album right now.
Okay, but was I talking about an album with the thing you watched? I was talking about an album. Am I anticipating an album when they tell me a lead single is with him and Pink? No.
Okay, so we don't know
now,
if that's confirmed.
also mentioned, I said things that I do think he will talk about because he does joke on pop culture / it gives some
So would you want to hear
commentary.
what he's rapping about in the cypher on the album? Then would you be like, this is great, I'm interested.
If it's kind of centered around the content that he brought with the cypher, of course. Of course.
Still not
You
having
just
it?
want me to say fuck Emma. It's not that.
No. I want to know if you're having it.
What do you?
Oh my God.
Yesterday he said.
Are you having what he's saying right now?
I feel like this is what happened around the Jay album coming out. Isn't this the same fight?
Yes.
That you were saying
No.
you wanted? No, but for Jay you didn't want the mature content, but for M
Stop.
you said if.
No. This is where we got to run the tape again because I seen some idiot tweet that on Twitter that I didn't want mature content from Jay. Let's go back to the Jay conversation. I really wish we gotta hire more interns. If you're an intern that really want to get hired up at Complex because they clearly don't give a fuck, hit me up. I'll try to get you.
He's all talk. He's not gonna
we
answer
have
you.
to get people that could bring up facts that I said. Y'all can't misquote me. What I said about
asked you a
Jay,
question.
Do they not
I
have
said
air in here?
no,
It's
they
very
don't.
hot.
And
It's very hot today.
it might mean you need a piss or something. I don't know. The piss is coming out.
You're not hot? It's hot.
No, I ain't
Go ahead.
saying.
You were saying.
I said about Jay, I would love for him to talk about business, entrepreneurship, but I don't want to hear him talking about, because at that point it's like father stuff.
Okay.
I'm not a father. I can't really relate to you.
I don't want to hear you ever say what you do or don't want to hear when the niggas that you enjoy to hear don't say nothing.
Okay, so this is an argument that can never end because you're basically saying
Well,
he should not have a negative
I should have
opinion
an
about
opinion?
real lyricists.
I should have an opinion about some shit I can't relate. I don't want to hear shit I can't relate to.
Oh no, that's nothing wrong with that.
No, hey, we told this nigga. No, but anyway.
Well, y'all think this Fridays we all just gonna sit and agree? Nah, I feel you, man.
No.
And what I was thinking about that. Just
No.
Yeah, nigga, we here. It's Wednesday.
Alright.
Stand by your fucking point. We ain't about to be buddy up here.
No, I'm sitting here thinking this show is so great. But anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck.
No, but on a real level though, what M kicked last night, I could have zero critique about it. Okay. I'm only speaking about his album, what I believe is going to be on the album. I would love for him getting that Trump and that type of socially conscious rap be included on his album and kind of be the majority of his album. That's only what I want.
Let me stop joking around for a minute. I'm gonna listen to M's album. Of course, I'm gonna listen to M's album. But
Are you on the album?
no, I'm retired.
He didn't get the call.
I'm gonna.
Stop it. You come out of
No
retirement
one hit
for
him
that.
up.
Niggas about to come out of retirement for Damian Lillard. You tell me if M calls him like, yo, Joe, I need an ad lib. You're doing it.
I didn't send Damian Lillard the verse because I thought he killed it. You think I'm sending him a verse? Anyway.
Publishing check though.
I think that M or Paul or somebody is aware of these types of critiques, right? So that's why I think this Eminem album, I think a lot of people will be listening to see what the content is going to be. I think this freestyle last night, and we could have expected M to go up there and do that, but I think the freestyle last night did get a few people that may have felt like you to anticipate what his content would be. So I'm going to actually agree with you that, and M and Hove, very different, but I would like to know what M's 444 album will be. I know that maybe for him personally that was Recovery, and whatever album when he was just getting clean and just getting into it. But now that he's settled in that, I'd like to hear where he's going with the content on this particular album. Also, now that we're not joking around, Part of why this show is great is because you love the little fuckity fucks, and I love all the old fuckity fucks. I do believe you need a yin and a yang. So I was just excited. I didn't watch Cyphers. I didn't see the awards. I didn't see anything. I just woke up this morning at 4 a.m. to Mad M. Mad M. And I'm like, why the fuck is everything? And then I saw the Cypher. And, my algae started acting up a little bit. I mean, to be honest.
Hey, I will say this too, because at first when I did see like the tweets, because I didn't see the cipher at first, I saw the tweets. It's important when a person like Em is speaking up as opposed to any other rapper. Em is white. You feel me? Like it's one thing when it feels like it's us people of color who are going against the establishment and these other people who aren't seeing the issues or the challenges that we're facing. But when someone else who has benefited from our culture, right? When he stands up and says, "No, I'm rocking with y'all all the way. Colin Kaepernick, I'm with you." I can't say nothing bad about that. I'm hoping that same energy continues for the album. That's my hope, though. I can't tell a man what to do, but that would really have me. Shit, you might have me come in here when the album drops. I might be singing a completely different note. Might look like I'm signed to shit.
I like hip hop versus the NFL right now. Like you said, that was great that M did that. If Tom Brady did something like that, that would be awesome. I love what Hove did. I don't care about what what Hove did. Saturday Night Live, what he's doing at his concerts, fucking Puff. Like all of when it's time for us to witness some real adulting, like I'm proud that we have these adults to represent our culture. Not only our culture, but our people. Our people. These are great fucking people. I definitely cried. Listen to that. And every time I see him, I damn near want to hug him. That's how enamored I am. That for him to get it that way.
And I will say this though, as far as my opinion. See, I'm not backing off, but of course I have new perspective. Is that after seeing that, sit back and I think, and I say, all right, with that message he delivered, that's the only thing I'm hearing. I know the pink thing was fucking me. I'm not gonna lie. But
let's
put
that
business.
aside for the second.
Well, that's business.
But I'm still thinking, if he's coming with an album now, in this time, very soon,
and he better have
has
something
to say.
Got something to say.
So, if I'm hearing this, I'm imagining it's a continuation or it will be something substantive.
M is somewhere in Detroit with To Pimp a Butterfly on blast.
I love this man.
And yeah, I agree. I think he will have something to say. I look forward to it. Salute.
Did you
boss.
listen to him when you were younger? Like peak Shady? Or no? Yeah? You experienced it as it was happening?
I don't know if I experienced it as it was happening, but of course I listen to M.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing about how when you critique somebody, and you've seen this a bunch of times, but I saw it too. When I say, hey, listen, I do love M, he's one of the greatest of all time. I said that on Instagram and said people thought I was like trolling. No, he is one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But there are critiques, and I usually love to critique the people. You have to critique the people you like. So when I made a critique about him, it wasn't really just knocking him completely like he's white. Of course not. But I still wanted him to prove that there was this different level he could get to, and clearly I believe he's in the realm of trying to. I don't want to say prove because that sounds wild for as much as he's accomplished, but he's still trying to show that there is other things he could touch on, and I really appreciate it.
This is going to sound really, really stupid, but that's okay. I've sounded really stupid before. But the freestyle, and this is what really makes me think that the content is about to be some shit like he does have something to say, it's the beard. I
believe you.
I'm serious.
I believe you. At the time, you didn't want to talk about the beard, but okay.
Yeah. There's nobody more meticulous than him, number one. Last rollout, if we remember, he just popped up with blonde hair one day. And then it was like, oh shit, old M. You know, he was trying to give that vibe to video. So I do think that when mega star M pops up with the smallest change, I assume that it does have something to do with what is coming. All of the super stars fucking do it. Beyonce, M. I do think, and call me crazy. Well, y'all call me crazy already. That beard, when I hear this new M album, I'm gonna fucking correlate the two.
Hey,
like you can't give me too much M and Pink with bearded M. You can't. Like that's why you putting a lot into that. I ignore it. I ignore it. That I will never hear that song. That's business. That has to happen. Every time M comes out, he's too big of a superstar. You're gonna see him. He's worked with Pink. He's like,
I know he's
all of
Pink.
no, but
but
all of the
it
big.
feels like 2002, 2003 when I hear M and Pink.
By the way,
if you heard M and Skylar Grey, you could say that. If we saw M,
like M
and
and
Taylor Swift, we see M next to any white pop star. It's that.
And this is the last thing before I wrap up, or I toast back to Nadeska. I'm extremely proud of all the entertainers now for how they're all making a stance. We see the LeBron James tweet here. I don't know if you were going to get into that, but
just him responding to Eminem.
We see J. Cole. He has been very vocal. We see all the entertainers who we look at. It's actually at the point where we're looking at other people to say, hey, you're a prominent black entertainer. Why aren't you saying some shit? I don't believe.
Are you looking at some rappers like that?
I think we are. I mean, like, Jordan skated through all this shit when he was, like, very dominant in his field. I think now we look to LeBron like, what you got to say? Cole is speaking up. Kendrick, he'll make a whole album about it. We're looking to those people.
Yeah, but I think we expect it from those
the
people.
rappers who can speak are speaking.
Well said. I think that's the point I was trying to get at. Only some of them do.
But think about before, Jordan wasn't saying shit. I think he wasn't like
but we know that
business.
he's...
Like, if for some people you could tell that it's a very, even though we're all here on the same accord, it seems.
Listen, Jordan, Cole, Newton, there's a bunch of them.
There's a completely other side that don't see eye to eye what we're saying. And if you're a businessman, do you only fuck with the people who seem to be rocking with you, or do you say, you know what, I'm gonna just fall back on this and include all? Jordan did that for a very long time. These new athletes and these new entertainers, they don't seem to be that way. They're saying what they mean, and they're saying what they feel. So I give them all credit.
Listen, hard work beats talent when it's talent.
All right, so this next one is less controversial, just
I'm about to
fun.
put down a shirt, nigga.
And they'll sell it.
You guys know that Joe and
I will sell it.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. You guys know that Joe and I love Black. I don't know if you started listening to him yet.
I met him at the weekend concert.
All right, Act. If I hear another word about Act going to this weekend concert,
This is
we got
true.
it.
The only concert he's ever been to.
The only time he's left home.
The only concert I've been to without pain. It was like a different experience.
Yo, you still haven't seen Jay in concert, which is crazy. I
Have
assume
you
you always...
for that?
No.
Yo, I was looking at his
Stop it, Ak. You can afford it.
Stop it. Jay got tickets in the fucking bleachers for $200, like the nosebleeds for $200. I don't know.
You make $200.
You a millionaire, you a millionaire.
No,
I ain't there yet.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I am not.
Okay, maybe
I
now.
spent $10.
Maybe now with the baby on the way.
He borrowed $5.
But
yeah,
what I'm saying is that when I see tickets like that, I'm like, no.
All right, enough with the
Wait, you know
excuses.
how much fucking strollers and shit cost now?
Okay.
I seen you on Snap actually trying to buy
Damn, I didn't buy it.
You buy it?
I got the fuck out of there.
Really?